Welcome to another Mid-Sussex Wargames YouTube video. I'm Chris, and today I'm going to be doing a how to play of Disney Villainous. Ooh. Ready for when me and Tom play through it, so you know kind of what's going on. So Disney Villainous is a 2 to 6 player game, although there's expansions now, so I guess you could have up to 12 players if you really wanted to. But that sounds like quite an endeavour. Yeah, 2 to 6 player game, ages 10 and up, and it is a Disney themed villain game whereby you take the role of a villain and trying to achieve your dastardly objectives whilst also trying to halt your opponents, other villains, schemes as well. So it's really good fun. So there's several levels to this game, which means it isn't just for children, just because it's Disney. It's very tactical. So in front of you here we have Prince John. And this is his realm, as it's called in the game, and each of his 4 locations within the realm. So we have Sherwood Forest, Friar Tuck's Church, Nottingham, and the jail. So the game would... So I'm just going to show you how one character works, essentially. So every character starts at the location number 1 here, and they start with 4 cards from their basic deck, which they'd put into their hand. So these are my 4 cards, and then they each have a description down here. The artwork on these things is just so cool, and yeah, absolutely love it, absolutely incredible. And the description of why it happens as well is just perfect to the characters. It's all so well thought through, absolutely love it. So that's our 4 cards for our hand. I'll just put those down there, just in view. So if we read his objective down here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, it might be too far away. Start your turn with at least 20 power. So power is the currency of the game, which I'll put a little power pool up here in the cauldron. And I gain power by going to these little markers here. So I'll give you an example of how one turn works. So say Prince John goes first. He can move anywhere in his realm, but he does have to move, so you start here. So he'll have to move, and he's going to go to the jail. And he can do any or all of these 3 actions up to a maximum amount of times as on there. So I can collect 3 power, so I will do that now because that is part of my objective. I'll put that on my character there. I can play a card, so we'll look at my hand, if I can pick it up. So I have a condition card, so if something happens in my opponent's turn, so if another player has 6 of my power, you may play this card and gain 3 power. That's good, might hold on to that. I can move an ally to perform to any location, perform a vanquish action. Vanquish is how you defeat heroes with your allies, so there are no heroes. Nutsy is my ally as well. All other allies in Nutsy's location get +1 strength, that's good. And I have Wolf Archers. Wolf Archers may be used to defeat a hero at that location or an adjacent location. So usually I'd have to have an ally this side, along my realm, and if there's a hero, they go along the top who are trying to stop me. I'd have to be at the same location, whereas Wolf Archers can be adjacent, so they're quite handy. So I'm going to play them down the middle, so now they can fight either there or there, because they're bows and arrows, for if a hero does show up in future turns. And it has a price up here, costs me 2, so I'll put 2 back in the pool. And then the final one here is discard, so I will get rid of the set a trap for now and put that in my discard down here. That'll do. So then that'll be my turn over. Because I finished my turn, I've got 2 cards, I now draw back up to 4 cards, and I can't use those until my next go. So my opponent would have their go. So let's say they did a fate action in their go. Let's see how fate works. So they would draw 2 of my top cards from my fate deck, and they would pick 1. So they'd look at them. So Prince Richard, Prince John cannot play effects, so they're marked down the bottom here. Move a hero to the jail, for example, is an effect, so I wouldn't be able to play anything like that. And Maid Marian. When Maid Marian is defeated, find Robin Hood and play him to the same location. So basically Robin Hood show up and he's super powerful, so I wouldn't want that. But let's say my opponent picked Prince John, and he put him down at, I don't know, let's just put him down here. And then you discard the Maid Marian, she's not used. So, let's say he did that in his turn. I'd move, for example, to here. I can gain a power up here, which I'll take out of my pool, take out the pool and put it into my supply. I can play a card. I look in my 4. I can't play effects because King Richard is in play there, and I have 2 condition cards and I have another character. So what I can do here is play a card. He costs me 2. I have 2 in the pool. I'll put him down. Spend those 2. I also have a fate action, so I can do the same thing to my opponent, where I draw the 2 fate cards and put 1 down on their table to hinder their progress. I also have a vanquish action, which means I can use allies on this side of the board to vanquish a hero. So, here's the hero. He has a strength of 5 down here, and my allies have strength 2 and 2, so that makes 4. So they're not strong enough. So there are allies that are strong enough to do it by themselves, but you can also buddy up and add the attacks. However, my special rule says all other allies at Natsu's location get +1 strength. So the Wolf Archers are actually strength 3, so that makes 5. So if I perform the vanquish action, King Richard is destroyed, and my allies also go into my discard. And that is a quick couple of turns of Disney Villainous, and that is pretty much most of the actions used all in that little Let's Play. I genuinely didn't even set it up to be that way, so that's handy. So a quick 5 minutes of how it all works. Get a rough idea of how it's going for when me and Tom play it in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. Also check out the quick and slightly rubbish unboxing I did of this game to see exactly all the contents of it, and I'm sure we'll do a review of it as well, but I can tell you now I absolutely love it. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the button up here somewhere, and check out the videos down the bottom. Until next time, happy wargaming!